Good morning, garden friends. This is Zulema in Dolores' garden, and on today we have a busy day ahead of us. It is very cold. It's only going to get up to the 60s, but it's some work that I need to get done, so I thought I'll bring you along with me. Again, my name is Zulema in Dolores' garden, Zone 8B, Middle Georgia. So I harvested some carrots. What we're going to do next is prepare these two beds that I removed the carrots from and get them ready to put those brassicas that we started together. Finally time for them to get in. So let's go ahead and do that, and I thank you so much for joining me. All right, let's go. All right, garden friends, we did a bit of work in the garden. So right now what I'm going to do is start some more seeds. I will let you know what seeds I will be starting. I decided to do it outside at my table since it started to warm up. It's still a little bit chilly because my hands are frozen, but not too bad, so I can do this outside. So just as a recap, what we did so far was harvest some carrots, prepared those beds. I did put the crab meal, alfalfa meal, 855, and I also put a 1300 fertilizer in there because they are brassicas and they love nitrogen. So I decided to go ahead and put those into the holes that I planted the brassicas in. So right now we're going to start some seeds. After that, I'm thinking I will possibly up-pot the peppers. It's time to get them out of those small pots and to up-pot them. So we'll see how much I get done today. So let's see. These are my sweet pea seeds that I had soaking. They've been soaking for probably a little bit over 12 hours. So that's what's recommended. Now let's get the seeds so I can tell you what I'm starting, and then let's get to it. All right, so I decided to start some more flower seeds. So I'm thinking one tray will be specifically for flowers. The other tray will be for my watermelon, squash, cucumbers. And I needed to start the purple tomato. That's the GMO that they had going that you had to purchase. I think I purchased it online from California. It was it's genetically modified with Snapdragon, so the inside and outside is purple, and they are really very rigorous. And I saved some seeds, so my husband's grandmother loved them, so I'm gonna put 2 down for her, and we'll take those to her in Florida once they produce. All right, we're gonna do some mountain flowers. I started these a few weeks ago. They did not germinate, so I'm gonna try it again. This is the balloon flower. I'm gonna start some more forget-me-nots. I will start some more zinnias. I have different kind of zinnias. I'm gonna start some 4 o'clock. This is the mixed color, 4 o'clock pink. And I'm gonna start some columbine seeds, Canterbury bells, sunflower, the joker. And these are the sweet peas that I'm gonna start, and then I'm gonna put them on like a teepee type trellis. I thought that would be really nice. I might change my mind and go inside because the wind is blowing and I'm not a fan of it. So I think I'm gonna take us inside because I don't want to keep freezing. Oh, I forgot one seed that it fell outside because of the wind. I'm gonna start some moss rose seeds. So those are the seeds that I'll be starting, and I'll tell you what kind of seeds I'll be starting for the cucumbers, watermelon, and squash, okay? So right now what I'm gonna do is fill my tray up with some soil. Remember, I mixed my own soil. So that consists of, again, cocoa coir, vermiculite, perlite, and some worm castings. Let me see if I can bring you closer. Okay, what I'm going to do is fill my trays up with soil, with seed starting mix, not soil, but. All right. Let's do the melons, cucurbits first. Because with the flowers, I have to see which ones require light for germination. So that'll take a little bit more time, and I don't want to hold you around like that. All right, I saved these seeds. These are the purple tomato seeds that I saved. I'm just gonna do one row of this. They are very vigorous and productive, so I don't need a lot of this. I had a lot last time, and I mean, I gave so many bags away. I'm putting more than one inside because I save these myself, and I don't know if they're going to germinate. Today is the 2nd, so happy March. Gonna do cucumbers next. This is a pickling cucumber, Gershwin. Got these from Johnny Seed. I'm only gonna do one row of that. I'm not doing too many at one time because I'm gonna do a second flush to have a continuous harvest. So I'm only gonna do one row. I'll put 2 in each hole. Okay, next will be Parisian Gherkin cucumber, another pickling cucumber. I have quite a bit of trellises, so that's why I'm doing different varieties. I can have them to grow up on the trellis. Again, I'm only doing one row. Putting 2 in each hole. Next, Market More from Parks Seed. This is our busy time in the garden with all of this, you know, getting seedlings ready if you're starting your own seed or flipping your beds or, you know, just completing some necessary garden chores. It's definitely a busy season. I don't think people realize how much work it takes to maintain and grow a garden, trying to be successful growing a garden. So I don't think they realize the amount of work that goes into it. Not complaining, but it is work. We're not going to lie about that, okay? I'm just making sure I'm finishing up. I finished with all of my cucumbers. I'm going to do my watermelons on the end. So let's go ahead and do okra for Mama. I do those for her. Let's do her okra. We did this okra last year. Jambalaya. Very productive. From Hoss Tools. Very, very, very productive. Love that heat. That heat didn't do it. It wouldn't die. I cut them down. They grew back and started producing again. I had to take them out. Even when it was cold, it started cooling off. They still were producing. So I had to take them out. And the roots were so thick, I had to get in the bed to take them out. They made me work for it. They weren't ready to say goodbye. I'm only doing one row of okra. Mom is the only one that eats that. And I'm only putting one seed. Next, let's go ahead and do the zucchini. So I'm going to do two different varieties. One is a Spineless Beauty Hybrid Zucchini from Hoss Tools. And then my friend gave me this. She saved these seeds as Black Beauty Zucchini. So I'm going to do those. We are 4 weeks out from our last frost. I didn't want to start these cucumber seeds and watermelon seeds too fast. They grow, too early. They grow very fast. They germinate. Are huge. Most likely I will, of course, up pot these because I'm starting it in this little tray. These seeds are huge. Wait. Last year was not a good year for me with zucchini and squash. It didn't work out for me. Hoping for a better year this year. I'm just pushing them down because the seed is so big. Did I put one back there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Next is Spineless Beauty. It's very windy outside, which is making the cold worse. Hoss Tools always put this little cute tag in there. I'll put it behind my tag. Seeds are huge. Hoping for a better better zucchini and squash. The year before that, I planted it early, and I got plenty of zucchini. No issues with the squash vine borer, but this past year, I got nothing. They decimated. Well, I know. I take that back. I got 4 squash from all of those plants, and they were amazing. So I definitely planting that again. Next, we're gonna do the squash. This is my favorite, my absolute favorite. Mind you, I just started eating squash, so. Butterscotch, butternut, winter squash. They taste amazing. I didn't eat squash before that, but they taste real good. We'll only do one row. After I finish starting these seeds, I do have other garden chores that I need to complete. Probably won't bring you along because camera battery dies, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to put 2 seeds in these holes because these seeds are a little bit older. Yeah, so I still have some work to do in the garden. I have to fill up those 4 beds that my husband made for me. I started shoveling my compost, putting it in there, put some branches down to the bottom. I purchased some peat moss just as a filler, some topsoil, and I'm gonna top it off with compost. I just need to fill it up. And then what else I have to do? I'm thinking about going ahead and planting my snapdragons. They've been outside with the low 20s and they've been fine. So I'm thinking about planting those out. Pot peppers. What else? I think that's it for now. As if that's not enough. I did do quite a bit I did do quite a bit yesterday, so. All right, let's see. Last but not least, I have my watermelon. I'm doing sangria. Heard that's really good. Jubilee. Top Gun. And then for cantaloupe for Mama, Sugar Cube. And Hell's Best Jumbo. I got this from the dollar store. So since I have 2 rows left, I will do the cantaloupe on this one and then watermelon on the other. I have an 8x8 bed that's specifically going to be for this. I used last year, which worked out perfectly. That's what I'll use for my watermelon bed. I already have the heating mats heated up, and I have my heater on in here because that wind was taking me out. It's very cold. And it was beautiful yesterday, but it was really windy, so. All right. Then I put 2 in each one. These seeds are a little bit older. I'll probably put 2 from this too, just to make sure I do get some. Haven't had any issues though with the dollar store seeds, so. But I just want to make sure I get a germination. They don't give you much seeds, tell you that, because that's it. All right. I'm going to top these trays off with some perlite. Or perlite is on top, so we're going to do perlite. So I don't have to move it. I usually do either one. It doesn't matter to me. It just prevents my soil from drying out. Now I'm just covering the seeds up, making sure I have good contact, soil contact with the seed. Wind must be real high out there. I didn't do any pickling cucumbers last year because I had plenty pickles from the previous year. So this year is the year to do the cucumbers. All right. That's it for this tray. Well, I think that's going to be it because my camera battery is not the best at this moment. So the only thing that I'm going to do here is let the seed starting mix finish soaking up the water. Put a humidity dome, put it on the heating mat to help with germination. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the flower seeds, which you've seen me do before. So recap for today, we harvested carrots, planted brassicas, and started some seeds. And that's it. And I will show you the harvest of carrots, okay? But I think that'll be it because until I get another battery, this camera battery doesn't last long at all. All right, my friends. So until next time, thank you so much for joining me. This is Zulema in Dolores' Garden, Zone 8B. We're getting ready for spring. Yay, spring. We have 19 days to spring. I think spring is March 20th. So happy spring. Well, happy March. Until next time, my friends, peace and love in Dolores' garden. Bye.